I'm Thomas, this is the RPG Chronicles, and yesterday I was prepping for my first session of Star Trek Adventures, the new RPG by Modiphius. The campaign is centered on a small Starfleet intelligence mission group that I look forward to telling you all about in the future. So that's my teaser. I still have some work to do on the session, but I decided to call it a night, and when I checked my email this morning, there was one from Modiphius' support. I'd ordered the starter bundle during the pre-order, and I've received a few emails from them talking about when things would finally ship. The subject included updated version. So I figured it was a new errata sheet and proceeded to download it. What became a great surprise was that upon unzipping the file, I noticed something, a new file named Star Trek Adventures GMscreen.pdf. The GM screen is scheduled to ship in early October, and so I wasn't expecting to be able to use it. Excited doesn't quite describe it. So I have my hands on the data, so let's have a look at what you get. I find the artwork to be something else entirely. One of the great things about Modiphius' work on Star Trek Adventures is all the new specially commissioned art pieces for their books and modules, and the GM screen is no exception. The image is of 3 Federation starships engaged in combat against 3 Romulan warbirds in the asteroid rings above what appears to be a Class M planet and its 2 moons. The Federation starships, one is a Galaxy class with the registration NCC 71854, the Venture. Another is a Nova class, but the registration is a little hard to read. We are dealing with space combat after all, so all you can see is a 7. My best guess is that the ship is the Equinox, 72381. And the 3rd Federation vessel is an Akira-class starship with no visible registration. But if they're going with all named ships, it's probably the Thunderchild, 63549. The combat, though, was fierce. The Venture scored a direct hit on the lead warbird with her phasers, but not before the warbird fired its disruptors on the Thunderchild, also scoring a direct hit. The Equinox and Thunderchild have both released a volley of photon torpedoes, with another of the warbirds doing the same. Things appear to be breaking down between the Federation and the Romulan Star Empire from this screen. It's not surprising, then, that Modiphius' first published adventures, these are the Voyages, Mission Compendium Volume 1, has half of their missions, 4 out of 8, connected in some way to the Romulans. High drama indeed. We should probably send in an intelligence team to figure out what is going on. At least that's my thought. The art is fantastic, but the most important part of a Gamemaster screen is the info on the other side. And after initial glance and inspection, it has what I was wanting there to be on the screen. It looks like things are divided up into 3 panels and has the color scheme and look of an LCARS terminal. The screen provides both rollable tables as well as reminders of various game mechanics. Being new to the system, that's something I personally am grateful for. We'll take a few sessions of using this screen to know if there's any good information missing, but it does appear to be pretty comprehensive. So what's on it? The first panel on the left focuses on general gameplay mechanics, difficulty table on how to judge opposed tasks, a complication range table, how determination is used, as well as a table on how players can improve the odds with the momentum, adding threat, determination, and use of talents. And then finally, some typical means players might spend that very momentum. The middle panel, or second panel, focuses on personal combat mechanics, a table on minor actions during combat, cost and effect of momentum spent during combat, common tasks during conflict, mechanics for making an attack, and how to deal with injuries that stem from it. The third panel, the one on the right, has 4 additional sections on combat, 2 of which are starship combat and a large section on NPCs. The specific tables, damage effects, a weapons table, starship damage locator, NPC starship crew scores, and non-combat related is a special attributes of the NPCs. Given the choices that Modiphius made for the GM screen, it is geared for those not as familiar with the systems. That's not to say it's not valuable for those who ran the alpha test. There's both important data and helpful game mechanic reminders. Checking on the Modiphius website, they are not directly selling the PDF version of the game screen, and understandably, $40.99 or its British equivalent for a physical screen is a bit of a steep price for any GM screen, even if it does come with a PDF version. Which I should note, the website does not say that an electronic copy comes with the purchase of a physical copy. But it looks like it has everything needed to get started GMing Star Trek Adventures, and I'm pretty sure I'll be getting some good use out of mine. So until next time, keep that eager gnome away from your dice.